Black owned. It's about business, our culture, creating legacies. See us, hear us, support the movement. We are Black owned.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. This is Tanya Michelle of Black Owned Reporting. Black Owned Reporting is in the business of promoting Black entrepreneurs. The whole concept of this channel came about during the COVID-19 epidemic, during a time where businesses, big and small, has suffered. So we here at Black Owned Reporting are doing our little part in the grand scheme of things to help all businesses succeed. So with that said, we have our guest here, Tanika of Tanika'S Catering. Tanika, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody. See you all.
So can you tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. Well, I've been in business for almost 5 years. Mm-hmm. I am self-taught. Yay. So I guess, well, what I do is catering. I specialize in meal prep. I specialize in vending. I do grill events as well, like outdoor barbecue events. My style of cooking is very versatile. I specialize in 7 different genres of food: Asian, vegan, vegetarian, West Indian, soul, and Spanish cuisines. So with that being said, this is what I do. This is what I love.
Nice. So what made you go into your own business? How did you get started?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I took full-time jobs from, I believe it was 8 a.m. until literally 12 a.m. till 12 at night, midnight. And at my second job, I used to, because I went from one job to the next, I used to always have a large bag of food for, all my meals for the day. So a lot of the times I overpack just because, sometimes people may not have food. They may not have money to order. Mm-hmm. So I used to always offer my food to people like, hey, I have extra. You want some? Da, da, da. Long story short, one of my coworkers like, your food is so good. You should really sell your food. And I'm like, what? And I mean, at the time I was like, yeah, you just, pulling my chain or whatever. And then I was like, after a while, I was like, you know what? Food is very costly and I'm always giving it out for free to people. Maybe I should start selling my food. So I started selling food at my day job and my night job. And it just took off from there, literally.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow, what a blessing. So what made you take that leap of faith to stop working one of the jobs?
Well, I was still working both of the jobs. I'm going to be very honest. Mm-hmm. I was still working both jobs. It was probably a little bit longer down the line, maybe a year or so into my business, where I did drop one and just continue to do my business and also work full time at the secondary job, which was the second shift. So that gave me a little bit more leeway to get some things done and, during business hours prior to going into work. So that's when I got myself established with getting myself registered with Nassau and Suffolk County, mm-hmm. doing online course for my certification through New York State Department of Health and Hygiene, food handlers, doing that online as well. So I was able to get things done, set up my Facebook page, my Instagram page, and people just started to get in touch with me. And I was like, you know what, this is kind of taking off. I'm a one-man show. I got to really figure out how I'm going to balance thing. If not, So, yeah.
It's so interesting. So you've been in business for almost 5 years now.
Yeah. Yes.
So what better person to ask? What are the benefits of owning your own business?
I mean, there are lots of benefits, especially creating your own schedule, mm-hmm. Not having to deal with anyone telling you what to do. or being on your back about every little thing. You don't have to deal with any annoying coworkers. um, I mean, you just have so much independence and freedom, and you do everything on your own time at your speed. Of course, God's speed always, but your speed,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those things are like key factors for me. I can't speak for everyone.
Great, great. What are some of the challenges of having your own?
Challenges of having your own business and you being the one and only person doing everything. It's very overwhelming. It's very tiring. Sometimes it becomes frustrating, and I have had a lot of challenges. I physically have hurt myself doing so much lifting and so many different things. I literally still have a rotator cuff tear from and the bending and just everything that I do, cases, and you don't even know. It's just a lot.
Wow.
So being a one person show or whatever the case is, it's difficult because you have to handle the customers, you have to deal with the business aspect of it all, make sure your accounts are at hand, and balanced. You have to make sure your social media is up to date. You have to put yourself out there. It's just a lot. Then you have to do all the prepping, cooking, and cleaning.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work. You have to be very motivated and driven and really believe in yourself, because there's a lot of times that I felt like I kind of wanted to give up, because it's very hard to be a small business owner, especially since between last year and to now. I'm still struggling. If I did not have a full-time job, there's no way I would still be in business right now. And I'm just being very honest.
Wow. Have you ever considered hiring anyone?
I have. And, I really want to hire some students that are in the arts. I mean, I feel like I can give them a lot of different key factors, and I have them under my payroll per se, or maybe earn some credits or something like that. And I really would like to have like a sous chef as well. It's just that I know I can't really afford to pay them the way I would like to. And not for nothing, no one wants to work for nothing. No one wants to volunteer and make nothing.
Right.
And I feel like if I can't pay you what I feel you're worth, and you're bringing value and different things to my business, you're not going to put that same effort and passion that I put into it, because you don't care as much. So therefore I'm like, I'm just gonna do it myself, blood, sweat, and tears, losing sleep. I'd just rather sacrifice myself right now until I'm able to afford to pay someone the right amount of money.
Okay, that's understandable. Very much understandable. The struggle is real.
Yes, very. Very.
So this is the point of the interview where we call it our shameless plug.
Okay.
If anyone wants to use your services, how can we reach you?
Oh, I can be reached everywhere.
Okay.
Find me on my website at Tanika'S Eats Catering.com.
And we have it here.
Yes, Tanya did her thing. She did. I love my website.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Thank you. I still have some updating to do, so bear with me. It's been a long few years.
Okay.
I can also be reached on Facebook at Tanika'S Eats Incorporated, or Chef Tanika.
Okay.
I can be reached on Instagram at Tanika'S__eats.
Okay.
So there are various different chapters and venues to meet me. I can be emailed, called, text. You can reach me on Snapchat as well, on my personal page. So I don't really promote that per se, because it doesn't have anything to do with my business. I don't I have two separate pages for everything. But there are just various different ways to reach me. A lot of people know of me from past events I've done. They may have my business card, et cetera, et cetera. So word does get around, and the networking has been amazing. And things like this interview, it definitely, it makes a difference. And I really appreciate the opportunity.
And we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you taking the time out. Do you have any final words for our viewing audience as we look at the photo gallery here of the events that you catered?
Oh, I've done so many different things from being involved with some celebrities, political people like Senator Monica Martinez that you just saw.
Yes.
That was for a Black History Month event that I've done at the Brentwood Library for the past 3 years.
Okay.
I also have met Miss Teen Long Island, New York. Her and her mother, they still follow me. They still purchase food for me. She's all the way upstate at school, and she still DMs me like, "Oh my gosh, that plate looks so good." She's so amazing. I love her. So she'll like send her mom down to get food. She's like, "Just save it for me."
Aww.
I have did a vending event for Isaiah Washington for a book signing a couple years ago. It's just, I mean, I've done things that were pro bono for, I believe it was, what was that? I'm trying to think of what that place was called. I mean, that organization. I think it was the NAACP.
Oh,
and
great.
I did a pro bono event years back. Okay. Also, I did an event for Amityville Day, where Mike Jones, I believe his name was Mike Jones, the basketball player.
Yes.
Off. They did a dedication to him. It was at his park, and I met him. He purchased food for me. He like bought several plates for the other children that were in the park. It was just cool, you know. I have pictures with him as well. I've actually done a competition in Brooklyn where I met Mr. Commodore, the big comedian. I had no idea who he was at the time, so I didn't take a picture. And then I saw him after, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" I was talking to him and everything, and he had my food, and I didn't even take a picture of him. So I've done several things, you know, and it's been wonderful. And whether it's you know, a celeb or not, either way, big or small, I am just thankful for all business. I really appreciate everyone who believes in me, who at least supports me one time. And support doesn't always have to be monetary support.
That's right.
You know, this is support, you know.
Absolutely.
Support. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard, but keep it up. Whatever you want to do, whatever your passions are, your dreams. I'm just telling you from someone that has been working like a slave, that in a good way, but working like a slave since I've been 13 years old. Wow. Just keep doing what you want to do, and your dreams will come true. I'm not where I want to be right now, but I know I'm on my way.
Absolutely. And that's the right idea to have. Tanika, thank you so much again for taking the time out to interview with us. We wish you much success.
Oh, thank you.
You know, we'll be using your services soon. So this channel is not only about promoting Black businesses, but also using Black businesses. So made purchases, made referrals, and so on and so forth. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you.
No, thank you. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Good. To our listening audience, we thank you for tuning in one more time to Black Owned Reporting. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Until next time.
I'm shining. I'm shining. I'm shining. I'm shining. I'm shining. I'm shining.